Leo, hello. How are you? We're going to look at the week of January 10th for you. We're going to look at last week, this week, and next week, and see what sort of situation you've been in, and what's coming in for you. When we look at last week, I'm using the Moonology deck, so we can kind of get a feel for how that Capricorn moon, new moon, impacted you specifically. And we'll get this week's energy and the potentials that are coming in next week that you could be facing. I do have a cold that is slowly making its way into a sinus infection, so do excuse throat clearing. I'm going to try and drink throughout the reading so I don't go into a coughing fit. What else? Oh, January calendar on the website will be opened up if you're interested in either a healing session or a personal reading. You can check that out in the description box down below. The link to the Cheroklo Connections website is there. What else? Let's just see what's going on, Leo. Alright, we have the Two of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay, those came out together. Three of Pentacles and Seven of Swords. The High Priestess. The Ten of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. The Magician. High Priestess and the Magician. Sort of a pair when it comes to that manifestation, mystical, magical aspect of the self. The King of Cups. And the Tower. Woo doggy. We got a week coming up. We'll talk about it. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups. Definitely dealing with a situation or perhaps a person that either now or at some point was a very important connection to you. Somebody that you worked together with in order to create the Ten of Cups. Something emotionally fulfilling and very happy for you. Temperance. There's been some waiting. Oh yeah, Seven of Pentacles. There's been some waiting energy going on here. There's been a lot of patience involved. A lot of evaluation, thinking going on here. Yeah, it's been kind of almost a stuck energy showing up there. Alright. In the past position, we have the Void of Course Moon. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I talk about the Void of Course Moon anytime we have one. We have them fairly frequently. This is when the moon moves into a position in the sky where it's not having any interactions with other planets for a period of time. It's sort of slipped out of the ecliptic, excuse me, and is kind of out there on its own. Now, what happens when the moon goes void is that our emotions can be a little bit erratic, depending on what type of moon it is in, what sign it's in, and what interactions it had before it went into the void. Now, this card talks about nothing will come of the situation. But what I feel this is actually talking about is that this has been the way you've been thinking about something. I kind of get this head-heart battle here. And it's almost like this ho-hum, it's never gonna work kind of energy. And what's interesting, we had that moon there, and then we have the Two of Wands, and this gal is gazing up at that moon, really thinking like, why should I even make a choice, because it's never going to work anyway? Why should I wish for the moon when I can't have it? You know, it's kind of like this negative thought process. With the Two of Wands, we have a choice to make here. And you can see she's holding the earth in her lap. So she has options. She has really the whole world in her hands. She can choose just about anything. What she really wants is that moon, right? But there's this energy here of not feeling like it's possible. We have the High Priestess and we have the Magician. So I feel that you could definitely be dealing with a Pisces, Virgo, Gemini potentially here. There may even be a choice between a Pisces and a Virgo, Gemini. But it's also like this energy of your intuition is talking to you. It's calling to you. And at the same time, we have this very strong mental energy with the Magician that could be blocking you. The reason this is Virgo, Gemini, the both of them, is because the Magician is really Mercury, and Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. So Mercury's all about our thoughts, all about our mental process, all about our, you know, what we think about, we bring about. So I do feel like there's potentially a situation here that even though you're strongly being called by that moon, your mental faculties are coming up with all the reasons why it's never going to work, right? And we do have the Ten of Swords as your center card here, so you can see that all those thoughts are just needling her to death, right? Very difficult situation here. With the Two of Wands, what's this? Now, the Two of Pentacles. There's a choice here, and we're having a really hard time making a choice. Yeah, a lot of conflict about this. There's a lot, I'm sure there's a lot of reasons that you're able to come up with that are keeping you stuck in this decision-making position. When the Five of Wands shows up, there's essentially a lesson to be learned here. It's like you're in training for something. You see all these people in combat are just using wands. They're not swords, and they are training how to fight. And so there's something here that you could handle to learn as you're stuck in this indecision, because it's not the choice itself that is the problem, right? Now, it might feel that way. It might feel like the choice is the problem, and that's what you tell yourself. But when that showed up, that's immediately what I felt like. There was something for you to understand about being in this indecision. It could also be that no matter what choice you make here, you're going to encounter some kind of conflict, right? So you already know that that's a likely possibility on the other side of this choice. With the High Priestess, We have the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups. With the Magician, we have the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. So I feel like that your intuition is talking to you, like telling you to step forward, and I think the choice here is to do nothing or step forward and apologize for some past pains that you've been having. There's a lot of regret surrounding a situation here with this High Priestess. I think there's a very strong intuitive connection between the two of you, like one of the strongest, with both the Magician and the High Priestess here together. This could very well be a very strong counterpart that you're dealing with here. Somebody that is very intuitive themselves. But when we get down here to the Magician, it's like, while you do want to manifest union with the Four of Wands here, what you're actually doing right now is manifesting silence. I do feel like there is something within you that wants to heal this connection, but I do feel like there's potentially silence happening between the two of you. Now, if you're dealing with a Pisces, or like you're in a position of choosing between a Pisces or intuitive type person and also this Magician energy, it's like you're having pain because if this person finds out, they're going to feel really bad about it. And it could be that you're already with this person and you're keeping it a secret. So like you're trying to decide whether or not to tell this person. Quite the deal. The week of the 10th, we have the Shield Maiden. It says make plans and focus. So what this card talks about is like strategy, planning, coming up with your battle plan, basically. With it being a Shield Maiden, there's also a very strong feminine aspect to this. There's a very strong intuitive aspect to this preparation here. So I feel like during the week of the 10th, you're going to be spending a lot of time coming up with your plan for attack. We have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Cups. Now, it could very well be that you're coming into this week really thinking about how to tell someone here that you are moving on from it. But we have the strong water sign here again with the King of Cups. Now, this could be your energy, Leo. This could be you having a lot of love for this person or these people. You know, take it as it resonates. But also having like this, it's like you've convinced yourself that it's over and you need to just move on, is really what I'm getting here. It's kind of like this, and this, with this Shield Maiden, it's almost like you're just fighting yourself. Like, we talked about all this overthinking energy, this like kind of ho-hum outlook on things. Then we have the Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, and now this Shield Maiden. It's like you're making this choice to protect yourself from any kind of pain, but I don't think you're actually protecting yourself from pain. Let's get some more here. See if this clears up. The Six of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. Ah, okay. And the Ace of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. And the Chariot. Some more water energy. Definitely dealing with someone here that has a lot of water in their chart, I would say. We also have the Sun, so there you are. With the King of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. And I feel like that Queen of Swords is your energy, Leo. It's like this communication here. So what I'm seeing here, it's like you're coming up with this plan to communicate. I want to get one more on that Three of Pentacles. Yeah. You want to communicate and make an offer to someone here. So it could very well be that you've gotten tired of this overthinking, indecision energy. I still feel like there's like this, I really doubt this is going to work energy here. But I feel like somebody here may have ended things with you, and you feel really sad about that. And you want to heal this union, this connection. You don't want to let it go. We have 4, 4, 4 showing up here. And it looks like you either want to make an offer or there's someone here wanting to make an offer. I feel like there's a fear that it'll get blocked, that it will be refused. Or perhaps this person in the past made you an offer and instead of accepting it, you were kind of guarded up. And so they had to move on. Now take that as it resonates. I'm just saying what I see here. It won't all fit you, right? But I think ultimately there's a lot of movement here. So somebody has definitely moved on. Oh. King of Pentacles popped out while I was really thinking about that Chariot and Six of Swords energy. Could be dealing with a Taurus. But I kind of feel like you're getting a little tired of yourself here. It's almost like you're so sick of overthinking something, you finally are just like, I'm going to do something, I don't care how bad it hurts. If that makes sense. Six of Pentacles. So I do feel like perhaps you've been in a situation that was not equal give and take. And now you've decided that you want to make this person an offer. You want to communicate with this water sign, Cancer, perhaps even another Leo, Taurus, that you want to work together. You want to build this, this stability here. Like there's a lot of pentacles here though. Like I'm not seeing a ton of cups showing up from you. Other than this Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, right? And this Page of Cups. And we're getting a lot of water energy here. If that's not your story, there could very well be a situation where I do feel like you come forward to communicate about what you want with this person. I do still feel like there's fear that they're going to reject this or they're no longer interested. And I think you've been in your head about that a lot. And I think that's showing up from last week, that energy of like, yeah, this is probably never going to work. And so you've had a very maybe negative outlook on what their reaction is going to be. In the future position, we have the frequency of integrity, but it's in the reverse. So I do feel like there's been some situation between you and this person, perhaps a third-party situation, perhaps clarity surrounding why someone removed their energy from this situation. And I feel like with the integrity in reverse, it's like it's been maybe driving you or them crazy that the truth hasn't been revealed. Like it's almost like you're both aware that there's some sort of falsehood happening here. Because we had the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords show up together. Remember when I pulled them, they both came out. So I do feel like, and we'll clarify that, but there's some sort of deceptive energy going on here. It's like somebody removed themselves from a situation to take care of themselves. And when I say that, it's not like, oh, I left to take care of myself. It was more like I left to cover my own ass. Perhaps. But this Ace of Swords shows up here. So I do feel like this gets communicated and it could shake some things up with this Tower. This thunder comes in on the back end of this truth, and it's going to shake things up. Now, it could be in a good way or in a bad way. We'll clarify this Tower. But I feel like, Leo, I feel like you're the one speaking this truth, and I'll certainly take that as it resonates. But I feel like it's you that's coming in and saying what this truth is. And it could be perhaps why you weren't offering a collaboration with this person before. Or with it being a Three of Pentacles, this could have been a third-party situation that you were hiding, or they were hiding. Let's see. We have the King of Wands. So that's your energy. And Justice. With that Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's something hidden here. And the Eight of Wands. Why the Eight of Wands? Okay. I think you want to apologize for something that you hid. And it could very well be that you stepped out of a marriage here, that you stepped out. There might have even been some illegal activity that you participated in the past that you're ready to fess up about here. With Justice, we get Judgment. Yeah, there's some sort of legal situation here. Now, this could have been like about a divorce. Like there was a third party involved that led to a divorce and you want to fess up to that. Or there was some sort of illegal activity when it came to work or even finances. Some sort of deception here. With the Ace of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So the truth here is, it's like twofold. It's like there's a confession and then the truth about you wanting a new beginning here. Seeing the Tower again. And the Three of Swords. And the Nine of Wands just popped out. With the Tower, we have the Fool. And the Three of Wands. With the Three of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Fool, we have the Two of Swords. The Tower, we have the Eight of Cups. This is so convoluted. There could be so many things going on here, and it feels like you want a new beginning here after a very difficult ending. And it feels like you're going to communicate that truth as well as perhaps confess your feelings here. You know, it could have even been that you were hiding your feelings from this person because you had to go through a divorce, or there's so much stuff to unpack here, I feel like. Now with the Tower, I think this person perhaps walking away from you in the past woke you up to something. It might have woken you up to your truth, that you want to have an open, honest relationship, a new passionate beginning with this person. With this Fool and the Two of Swords, it's definitely like someone here, perhaps them or you, after this communication happens, is going to be having a difficult time deciding about whether or not to have this new beginning. This could also be part of your confession. And again, flip-flop it, you'll know if it's your story. But it could be that part of your confession is that you were indecisive about a new beginning. Perhaps even waiting on this other person to come forward instead of you having to come forward. But I also feel like it could be that you communicate your truth here to correct this lack of integrity that is showing up here, and then you might be surprised that this person doesn't immediately jump at a new beginning with you, when the whole time perhaps you thought they were just waiting for you to make a choice. So it could show up in a number, I mean, there's so much going on here, it's hard to say. You know, perhaps next week it'll be clearer, but then we'll be in the thick of this, right? I hope some of that made sense to you, Leo, and you were able to pick out the information that applied to you. I do feel like there's a number of possibilities. I feel like the strongest feeling I have here is that someone, we have the King and Queen of Pentacles here, you were married to this person, or at least in a very long-term commitment with this person in the past. And it ended. They moved away from your energy. And upon doing that, you decided you didn't like that. You wanted, maybe it woke you up to how you truly felt about this person. There could have been some trust issues that took place in the relationship, and that just communicating with one another will help clear that up. But I do feel like there was potentially some sort of outside influence on that divorce that took place. And whether that was an affair or somebody coming in and sharing their opinion and then that influenced what happened and that was hidden from this person or vice versa. So there's clearly been a lack of integrity going on between the two of you. But I feel like it's because there wasn't open communication here. Like, we weren't being open about our feelings. We were being guarded. We were just making assumptions. All kinds of stuff. Messy, messy. I hope you found that helpful, Leo, and I hope to see you next week for your reading update. We'll see if this comes through again. And thanks for being here. Bye.